fail to have natural use of their body and become perverted. The perversion must be a sign of the end. And today, that perversion and homosexual is on the increase that even 40% of our national government is possessed with perversion. That's newspapers. Right. In California, the letters that comes to me from the mothers and things up and down there where women have become the god of the world. And the little flappers will make men bow quicker than anything in the world. Women with their dirty, rotten dress, and you look through your televisions and things to see some of them old girls out there that's covered. And when we get married in that, we begin getting away from God, 9 out of 10. And when the nations of the world become great and become self-sustaining, they think, they begin to move away from God. When man begins to multiply upon the face of the earth, sin and violence set in. Some of you people living here in this lovely little city that you live, it would be hard for me to tell you the sin and stuff that's in these big cities, like Chicago, New York, and Los Angeles. Flying over Los Angeles recently, I took a paper that the hostess gave me in the plane, and I seen there 185 major crimes was did in the city of Los Angeles each night. 185 major crimes. And immorals was on the loose. And they claim that perversion, homosexuals, have increased 60% over last year. Think of it. And then read up of what God said, as it was in the days of Sodom. So shall it be in the coming of the Son of Man.
Of the world, the condition of science. And notice again today, in our educational system. Now, don't try to deny this. I've got the newspaper clippings. Teaching sex in our church, in our schools, of young students to have sexual affairs with one another to see if they can mate in the world. Yes, sir. How about in our priesthood? Tonight I got a piece out of the paper over in Los Angeles, California, where a bunch of clergymen, Baptists and Presbyterians, ministers brought a bunch of homosexuals in and practiced homosexual. Saying they're trying to win them to God when that's one of the curses of the hour. A sodomite. And the law even arrested them. I'm coming. I wonder how many out there that really knows how to pray, and believes in God, and knows that you're living above all the things of the world by the grace of God. The things of the world doesn't bother you. The passions and filth of Hollywood is drifted. Remember, civilizations travel with the sun. This is the West Coast. Here's where she dumped right down. So here's where the habitation of every unclean spirit. You know that's the truth. Perversion, homosexual, immoral women. Just look what started in the beginning. Look in the last days what's happened. Here it is right. You're dumped onto this West Coast. The fashions of the world leave right here from Seattle and around here. We'll go. There's Paris out there carrying on their naked women and everything. And then we used to go there to get our fashions. Now they come here. Shame on this nation that calls itself a Christian nation. All these things just pattering up. Then we get one final, in Luke, the 17th chapter, the 28th verse, Jesus said, as it was in the days of Sodom, so shall it be in the coming of the Son of Man. Or as it was in Sodom, see? Now, Jesus read this same Bible, the same Genesis we read. Now, close. Don't miss it. The same Bible we read, Jesus read. And He said to His church, look back and see when the days of Sodom returns again. Perverted people. Man losing their natural. Look at the homosexual, how it's on the increase across the world today. A newspaper just recently, you ought to get in my office and read letters from mothers for their boys. And homosexual is on the increase of, I think it's 20 or 30% in California alone over last year. A great bunch of even government people has proven to be homosexuals. You government men know that. Your magazine. I read it. And in the different things that's taken place, the omnipotence, the miraculous, and at the junction time. Notice closely now as we move on into this. Watch how God did just before the end time. Lot down in Sodom. Perversion was on the increase. Man become homosexuals, perverted, changing the natural course of human nature into perverted ways. Look at the world today. The whole thing is becoming a perverted dispensation. Great places where men go to study religion, in great schools. And I've talked it and noted where men are not allowed to marry women. But it's so horrible